Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start up the... should we start up the app, I guess, first, probably? Get some Firebase going. So, yeah, just to show you what we had before. In our songs here, this is one song that we added on Tuesday. The Color Clear is the album. And you'll see that we have this new setup here where we have an Apple ID. So this ID is now going to be looked for when searching for songs. You'll see that it has like a very different image object that comes with all of these different things here. And then a URL to the actual song that's passed back here, as well as the creator and the ID. So essentially what's going to happen is once someone adds a song from either of these services, we're going to trigger different Firebase functions to essentially go and find that song for the other platforms as well. But that's going to happen after we finish getting the album, playlist, and track API stuff set up. So let's keep it going then. And we'll go ahead and get this thing started here. npm run start. Wait, what do I have? Let's check out the status, eh? Oh, movies.js, of course. Of course. All right. We'll do an npm run start and then npm run iOS start here. Yep, so we're just going to start up the iPhone app. And we haven't really touched Android too much because we've only allowed support for Apple Music on iOS currently. So we haven't had to do much checking for Android stuff. This doesn't really matter. And I think we should just be able to sign right on in. I just tried it on my own channel. It's super duper easy. Okay, sweet. How do other people join, Roars? Yeah, we'll have it set up for next week for sure. I'm going to write it on the whiteboard. Oh, it works with chat. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, so right here, yeah, there it goes. It took a little bit of time there. npm run io. Oh, no. We have to also start up our local Golang server. And so that would be scripts. Go run. Yep, so we're going to start this guy up. And I'm just going to demo a quick little undefined track ID. Get Apple Music Media. Oh, yeah, because I was in the middle of working on this. Okay. Let's do this for now. Do that for now as well. Let's try that again. Alec only has the whiteboard, just show some booty now. Booty. Yeah, okay, so I've been trying to figure out what to do in my space here. I've been wanting to like move my desk in a way. But so the problem is that I don't really have like a wall or anything. I would love to put the whiteboard like in a section that you can see. I just haven't been able to figure out how to move things around. It would be fun. It would be a good time. He's trying to optimize his booty cam. Shh, don't tell anyone. How do you think I get all the subs on this channel? Booty cam. Easy. Okay, let's go to Apple Music. Third cam for whiteboard? Nah. Disappoint. Well, here's the thing. I don't think the dogs in this house really like me too much. They just like, they tolerate me, you know what I mean? They're like, he's around, I guess, like, whatever. Every time they're put in this room, they just want to leave. They're like, I don't want to be in here. Get me out ASAP. So I don't know if a dog cam's ever going to work. All right, let's look for another song. So we looked for reflections last time. Let's go. Let's do some. Let's do some Silent Planet. Another Metal Lads. Yeah, this song's great. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab the link for this song. Hey, B-God. What are we doing today? We're working on some Firebase Golang functions. If you type in !today in chat, my friend, you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing. But I'm giving a quick demo of how this thing works. So this was our song that we added last Tuesday from Apple Music. And so now I'm going to add this other song right here. And you'll see that... oh, this is technically an album. That's not going to work. Okay. It's so weird how they have that. Yeah, so technically this would be the song. And the reason I know that is because of the URL here. You'll see at the end there's like this I parameter that Apple Music passes in for some reason. So press add there. You'll see calling Apple, and then boom, here you go. So what just happened is that song link went over to our Firebase function in getapplemusicmedia.go. And it went through, called the get track API, and it pulled back all the metadata for that track. And so now you'll see all this stuff here, and you'll see that our actual song is right here, Trilogy by Silent Planet, and the album name's Trilogy Single. So, hey, Raf Dev, welcome. Yeah, thanks, God. Thanks for checking it out. So that is that. So now essentially what we're going to do is we're going to add to this by adding the album, so you can actually import albums as well. What does chat think about no relative import inside of Golang? Yeah, I think locally, when you're developing locally, it freaking sucks. It's like kind of annoying, but it's I think it makes a lot of sense when you are doing things in the cloud. Relative imports get you in a lot of trouble, I think, most of the time. Nice to see you working. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate that. Yeah, Privin, most things are imported via GitHub URL. It's with the package or the module, right? Ralph Dev, thanks for the follow. Mr. Cook, it's groovy. Click. What? You're a weirdo. Okay, yeah, so we're now doing this through, we're going to be doing the same thing for playlists. So you'll see we have this quick function here, get Apple Music track, get Apple Music playlists. We'll go through what's going here. The main differences are we're actually changing the param to be playlists, and then the ID of the playlist currently that gets passed in from the client. And then our Apple Dev Token is something, it's a JOT that we've created that uses our developer account to essentially sign this request and, say it's coming from a valid developer. And then at this point, what we do is we actually make that request, make that call. That should return our response. We're going to say, hey, if the status code does not equal OK, meaning it's not a 200, we're actually going to decode the body, because that means it came from there's going to be an error object inside the body of the response. So we want to parse that out, make sure we get that properly, and then log that thing if needed. Yeah, so you see here, we check to see if there's any error in the decoder, and then if there's not, we go ahead and actually get the Apple Music error object right there. No worries, words. Thanks for the lurk. Imagine working with WordPress in 2020. It's actually probably pretty big right now too. And then else, if we did get a status of 200 or OK, at this point, we are decoding that to get the actual data from there. And then right now we're just printing that out. And we left off on Tuesday of, okay, check the length of the data. If the data, if we actually have a length, because this thing actually ends up being an array. So if we go to this guy, if we hover over this, you'll see data is just an array of this thing called Apple Music track data. And so, yeah, we're saying if this thing is 0, then we're just going to go ahead and return, say there are no, nothing came back, which is essentially an error. in itself. So we get Apple Music Media, length check, no results in data found for ID, track ID. So this was supposed to be, oh, this should be playlist ID. All right. Yeah, there we go. Easy. All right. And then else, if we're good to go there, we set up our Firestore media object right here. And so this guy here, it gets the track. We actually don't want this. This is going to be called a playlist instead. And this should be, yes. So I actually copied the track data version of this from above. So we need to change the naming around this. Yeah. And so this actually will be Apple Music. Okay, we actually need to create this. So I'm actually even a little behind here. I don't think we have a playlist creation. We need to look at what the response is. Hey, curious? Hey, thanks. Yeah, it's a super nice keyboard. Highly recommend. It's the first time I've plugged it in for like almost 2 months. And I don't even think it's actually dead, but I felt like it's been a long time. Yeah, so we're going to go over to the Apple APIs and we're going to check to see how we're supposed to get a playlist. Playlist, yeesh. Get a catalog playlist, yeah. So again, here's this. The return playlist response is data. Okay, and it's just an array of playlists, which makes sense. Can you please share the Amazon link? If you type an ! keyboard, you should be good. Yeah, actually, you know, I don't have that set up, any affiliate marketing stuff. Maybe I should. I literally have never thought about it. Yeah, it should be right there. Hey, Mighty Core. Looks like Go Please God improves significantly. I must check it out once again. I'm using Golang at the moment. Hell yeah. You should check it out. It's I didn't actually know too much about it, but yeah, this is the first time I've been using Golang for this project, so it's been awesome so far. Okay, so we have the type here. We have the Apple Music track response, Apple Music track data. We're going to then do, Apple Music playlist response defines the data returned and needed from the Apple Music get playlist API. So type, we're going to call this thing Apple Music playlist response. I do love Golang so much. It's such a great language to work with. Ben, thanks for checking out the keyboard. All right, so it's just data. So again, data, pretty much we're following the same flow, but it's going to be a tad bit different because we're going to have an array of this thing here called Apple Music playlist data. Yeah. And then we're going to need to add our JSON tag here that says data. Cool. And pretty much we're going to say Apple Music playlist data here defines the data, or defines the playlist data inside the data array response. Yeah. I've been trying to do a really good job with adding comments on a lot of these structs and things like that. So it's actually the Golang linter will throw an error if you have, or a warning, if you have a exported function like get Apple Music Media and don't add a comment to it. So yeah, just trying to stay consistent with that. Cool. So let's look at what a playlist looks like from Apple Music. Yeah, it looks like it's going to have something probably very similar to what we have in the music track here with attributes. Hey, Nicholas, I see you use it as a JSON response. Are you trying to achieve some sort of public reusable API that individuals can use whenever they want to implement it to their project? If you see where I'm heading. I do see where you're heading. I'm actually, that wasn't the plan. The reason why I add the JSON tagging is because the response that I get back from the API is going to be in JSON format. So instead of me having to use a non-standard in Golang, such as lowercase, like struct properties, I essentially give it whatever name I want, and then I say, hey, this thing's going to be a JSON value of album name, and that's how they map together. I mean, and in regards, this project is open source. You can check it out at the GitHub links here. We have 2 different repos, which is great. So we already have a lot of contributions. People are more than welcome to contribute. If people are interested in using this thing as a open, like they want to import into their project as a package, maybe so. Maybe so. That's the thing we can do. But great question, friend. Great question. Nicholas, thanks for that follow, by the way. Kasuma, actually the comment should be like this format, public. Oh, really? I haven't seen any like that before. It's because from my understanding, if you have some sort of function that is capitalized, you know that's exported. Lowercase is non-exported. That's how Golang reads it, right? So I've always seen comments without adding public or things like that. W. Robertson, thank you for using your pixels here. Wait. Why do I keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result? Isn't that the definition of insanity? Beautifully said. We're adding this to a movie quote. What movie is this from, Robertson? Give me the deets, my friend. Give me the deets. I'm not sure which movie it is from. Movies.js, my God. Folks, Movies.js is an area where people can redeem points and add a comment to this file. The goal is to actually add this as an Easter egg somewhere within the app. So feel free to use your pixels here. Man, it's already the 31st of August, huh? Or July. Crazy. Netflix's Castlevania. Okay. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing. There you go, my friend. Thanks again for using your pixels. H2O. Thank you, Curious. Let's grab some of that water. Since I'm new to the stream, I'm actually wondering how often you stream. Yeah, so I stream programming 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thursdays, we do this thing called Tesla Thursdays where we work on a new project. But Tuesday and Friday, we work on this app called Groovy. And Saturdays, I usually do a game stream going through like a single player experience of a game that I've never done. So feel free to type in !schedule, but would love to have you. And feel free to join our Discord. I do essentially all my updates there for any new things that we're going to be working on. Essentially, any updates will go through there for sure. So would love to have you, my friend. Thanks for the kind words. Felix Labs, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome. Is it true that a pig can fly? Reddit on Reddit. God. 2020, it could happen. Who knows? Wow, Lil Kaza, you're insane. All right, let's go ahead and unwrap this thing. So, like the other Apple Music API stuff, it looks like we have this attributes property. The relationship is interesting. And then a type required. Okay, so a type, yeah, that makes sense. Will always be playlist. It's kind of weird, but I guess we should add that. We don't really need to know that it's always going to be a playlist. Okay, so type is going to be a string, right? Yes. And then again, JSON. Type like that. Oops. And then we need to do attributes. So let's just take a double check at this thing. But essentially, it's going to be a struct like this. And then we're going to do JSON. Give it some cool tagging here. Attributes as well. And then, yeah, we're just pretty much going to give all this stuff. So I guess just artwork. Wonder it might be a little easier if we do this instead of going back and forth. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeesh. Yeesh. Yeah, sounds good, Nicholas. Appreciate that. For Go 114. Oh, because you're using Go 114. Interesting. Oh, it's because I think you need to put a space after the comment and your auth request. So instead of doing like having it butt up against the forward slashes, do forward slashes space auth request, and then that should work. But I don't see it with public or anything. Yeah, this year's definitely been a crazy year. I hope everyone is definitely staying safe out there. Yeah, it's definitely a weird time. Definitely a weird time. All right, we're going to take a look at what this artwork property is, because this is something completely different. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's our same property that we've actually used in our track data. So we're actually going to call this Apple Music Artwork. And then, yeah, this thing's just going to be called Artwork. Just like that. Comma. Oh. Jeez Louise, I'm doing it in the wrong spot. Yupsie. Let's try this again. Yes, sorry. Right here. Apple Music Artwork. And then we add our JSON tag here of artwork. Sweet. There's one. Oh, no comment at all. Nice. Okay, curator name. The display name of the curator. It's a weird... Is that just the person that made the playlist, I suppose? Year skip 2020. Yeah, I mean... I guess we'll call it a curator. I feel like we should probably stay consistent with the naming of the API, but... Yeah, that's all right. I get it. Curator is the creator. Description, editorial notes. Oh, okay. Didn't know it had that. So it's some editorial note thing. So let's put our tag here, and then we'll make a new... probably struct for this guy here. Imagine if the alien would come to Earth, have some published speech, and say like, "What up? I'm an alien. I came from some weird planet where we have other aliens, and Elon Musk is an alien." Wow. That would be a time. The thing is, we can't discount anything right now. That's for sure. Okay, so track response, track data. Where is the... Okay, so we have the Apple Music artwork right there. We're going to want to make this new thing here called editorial notes. So type Apple Music editorial notes. Give it a struct here, and we're going to go from there. Kasuma, what extension are you using to display the errors lint in VS Code? I'm using Error Lens. Yeah. So if you actually go over here, Error Lens right here. It's really great. You can change the amount of like verbosity it has as well if you're interested. Yeah, would recommend for sure. All right, so this description has an Apple Music editorial notes. And in here, now we just need to define the struct. And also give it a comment. Ball Resin, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Apple Music editorial notes defines the description of a playlist. All right. Yeah, no problem. Yep. So then this thing is going to be short, which is a string. whatever short means. I guess a short description. And then this again. Man, I wonder if there's an extension that automatically just tags JSON tags in VS Code. That would be so sweet. Like, I mean, I essentially use this. It just takes the name and lowercases it, assuming that's what you want. I don't know. Okay, so standard is also, that's standard. Standard. Hello. I feel like there's probably is something out there like that. Standard. So standard is abbreviated notes shown in line or when the content is shown alongside other content. Okay. Okay. So good to know. We got that also in there. That's description. Last modified date. I'm going to put all this data in here. Because why not? I don't know if we're going to use all of it. Oh, a date type. How do we do this in Golang? I'm pretty sure there is a date type that I need to use. This last modified date. Hey, Ballers, there are copy paste sites where you can dump JSON and it'll give you a Go struct with. Oh, right. You are 100% right. Thanks for that, actually. Huh. Hey, Ryu. Hey, I was wondering what config do you use for the indent where the types are all aligned? Yeah, so I actually use a linter for this. And I think it's just want to verify. I'm pretty sure it's just part of the this Go extension for VS Code. If you just go to VS Code and you type in Go, this is by the Go team at Google. And so on save, it actually will format it for me and do all the indentations and things like that. Yeah. Great question. Thanks for asking. All right, so I need to look at what this date property is. I know I've used this somewhere. Have I not? Standard date Golang. Oh, it's just time, right? Yeah, I believe it's just a time prop. Something like that. I mean, any similar extensions for JS? Yeah, so for JS, I use Prettier. And then we just have a config that does that as well. Yeah, so that's usually a pretty common one to go to. And then you can get like library specific ones. So like we use one for React Native and things like that. Time format layout. Well, so we just need to define this type as invalid type. I need to define this thing as a date. Time.time. Oh, good call. Yeah, that should probably be it, right? Why does this still say it's invalid? So define date property in JSON Golang. Let's take a look at this real quick. Time format? I don't think that's it though. Because all we're trying to do is define. Yeah, they have time here as well. Okay, maybe it's just a linter issue. I don't know why it says invalid type. It's not throwing any errors. It just says that it's invalid. So, all right, that's fine. Let's just hide that. Cool. All right. let's keep going, defining this struct here. So last modified the name. Name of the localized name of the album. I think that's a typo. Time package should be, oh, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, usually it doesn't. Oh, it's because we have an error down there. Hold on. Yeah, so when I have an error, none of my auto import stuff works. But yeah, good call. We can just import time here for sure. I'll just do that. Great call. Great call. It usually auto imports for me when I do a save. So let's see now. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. I got a prettier RC for my project. I'll check if there's any config for alignment. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, project going well. I love working in Golang. Golang's always a fun time. Always a fun time. So we're just getting started, but should be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. All right, folks, we're gonna put the desk up. I went to sleep. All right, yesterday I had like a lot of lower back pain. I think I was sitting too much. So we're gonna try to stand. If you're able to get yourself to stand up on your computer, either with a standing desk or put your laptop or keyboard on some boxes, do something. Get that spinal fluid moving. Whew. What's up, John? Should be pretty easy. Famous last. You're right. Famous last words. Always. All rise. Yes, please. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, God. It feels good. I've just been sitting, you know? Okay, cool. So we got the name. Again, the localized name of the album. I don't think this is right. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be playlist, but I guess we'll see. Play params of parameters to use playback track. We don't need that. Playlist type. The type of playlist, possible values are user shared, editorial, external, personal mix. I guess those are probably pretty good to use. Playlist type. Let's do string. I feel like we should probably write down, like comment here what these types could be. Does Golang have the same sort of comment support? Yeah. We should do possible values. User shared. Doesn't format though. Editorial. A play is created by an Apple Music curator. That's actually super cool. Someone shared an Apple Music user. External. What does external mean? Playlist created by a non-Apple curator or brand. Okay. Personal mix. Yeah. Nice. That's good to know. Good to know. I would be able to stand with my desktop, but I'm too tall, so this desktop is low for me. Yeah, definitely don't hurt your back. Thanks for sharing, though. I got to bounce Rushki. Always nice to see you, my friend. Have a great one. Yeah, great. That looks good there. And then finally URL, the URL of sharing the album. So we want to do URL. I like doing it capitalized in Golang and then JSON URL. There we go, folks. So now we've just created a new Apple Music playlist data struct. And we can properly use that now by going over here. So this is going to be the actual response that we're going to get back. And it's just going to do all of its Golang magic and go from there, which will be sweet. Okay. So now we got to fix this stuff up. Yeah, so first off, do that. That looks good. Okay, cool. If you have a type time.time, you can work with this. Let's take a look. Oh, for sure. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, this right now, I don't think currently we're going to use, thanks for the share, by the way. I don't think we're going to be using the like last modified time or anything right now, but I definitely want to capture that from the API in case we want to end up using it for something. If I can make a suggestion, while Golang doesn't have enums, you could create a type playlist type string and define different playlist types. That way your code would be self-documenting. That is true. Yeah. That's actually a really great point. So yeah, let's do that. Great suggestion. So you're saying we have Apple Music playlist data. Now we have this thing called playlist type. We'll create this type actually probably under this Apple Music playlist type. Make it a struct, right? Well, that layout is really awesome. Are you talking about this layout? Defines the different. So I guess the one thing that I'm not too sure about is this thing is passed back as a string. So then do we just give this thing then like a property called type, and then type would be the string, and then the JSON tag on this would be playlist type? I actually don't really know how that would properly work. Because then how do you define each one of these things? A string would be fine. Okay. So const a playlist type equals A, playlist type equals B. I guess, yeah. Okay, so type playlist. Oh, I missed this part up here. So type playlist type is of string. I see. And then I guess the question is, how could I properly do that? Yeah, I don't know why I did a struct here. So this would be a string. And then I guess like there's no enum support here, right? So the comment would be more so like this. Like it would just be like that. Oh, then create 4 consts. Do I want to do that though? Because I get playlist type. That thing comes here, right? And then that's going to be Apple Music playlist type. And then if I create four consts, like I still have to check to see what that thing is, I guess. I don't know. There's some mapping that I'm not understanding from your approach here. Like I don't know what this thing is. So how do I map it to one of those, to those consts or those variables at some point, you know? I do like this though. Yeah, there might be something I don't know about Golang, but I'm going to keep it like this for now until maybe we go back over it again. Because, yeah, I actually don't personally know exactly how that should be set up. Or I don't understand it. Okay, so Apple Music playlist response. We get that thing. Boom. There we go. And then check for link to make sure we found a match. Yes, we need to do that as well. So allow you to compare the values later in code. Oh, so you're saying, oh, I see. You're saying just make, oh, just for comparison. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. Yeah, because we get like the data back, and then it would be playlist type. We get whatever that value is, and then compare it to each one of those. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Currently we don't need them for anything later on, so that's why I was like, I didn't understand. But Kasuma, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Nice to have you, my friend. Yes, good call. Yeah, let me do that. So we have that thing, and then we can do, a const value here, and then a const, and then we do probably user shared, and we're just gonna say this is a string. And that's going to equal, do we do an equal sign? Yeah. That's going to equal to user shared. Then we'll do editorial string. Oh, duh. Not, there we go. And this thing's going to be editorial. External. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for the suggestion here. I feel like this probably makes a lot more sense. Nice. Jorn, welcome back, my friend. Nice to see you. Oh, we had to add comments here. Oh, I see. Since we're gonna keep these local for now, let's just do this. Yeah, we'll kind of keep that in line, and then we can remove that thing. Do some comments there, get that out of there, and then we'll say the different options needed options needed for, or the different options possible for a playlist type. Yeah, cool. Dragonfleas, welcome in, dude. Nice to see you, man. It's been a while. How's it going? Hell yeah, this looks sweet, man. Good stuff. Cool. So now that we have that data structure all defined and all set up, we can finally check out the next part here. So at this point, we've decoded our playlist response. We go over here. Pretty much what we're going to say is if the length of our Apple Music playlist response, this should be dot. Oh, I think I did the wrong one. Right, because Apple Music is, it has data, right? Yes, data. It's a playlist array. I think I defined this incorrectly. Yeah, so Apple Music playlist response dot data. Yes, okay. I defined as data. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Okay, cool. Bittersweet today. Company announced big time layoffs today. I'm not hit, but on the bright side, I have a meeting today regarding building an internal web app for our entire business unit. It will be my first professional web app. Oh, snap. Yo. Well, sorry about the layoffs. It's always sad to see, my friend, but yeah, definitely glad to see that you're still doing some work. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Best of luck with it. I hope it works out well. Yeah, okay. So at this point, yeah, if we don't have anything in our response in our data, we should return, hey, there was no results for this playlist ID. Poplywop, thanks for the follow, by the way. Else, we're going to go ahead and set up our Firebase Media. So at this point, we take our, we're going to take our playlist response. We're going to go to the data and get the very first one. Playlist is going to go right here. And now, Firestore Media, what we need to do is we need to get the names of all this stuff. So, first off, playlist dot attributes dot name. That works. An album. So, assuming that this is correct. Oh, I forgot the relationship. We have to do this one too after. It does say here the localized name of the album. This is wrong. I know this is wrong. How can I report this? This is totally incorrect. Right? This is the name of the playlist. It has to be. Yeah, it has to be. So this is not an album, so we can actually omit this. That should be fine. And then this is just playlist, but let's be fancy and use our playlist dot type. And then our creator, the curator, will be playlist. So the goal of this Firestore media type is to kind of get all the different types of media we have. So playlists, albums, tracks, and combine them into a struct that is used for every single platform, or for everything. So we don't have to worry about this idea of, oh man, so we have this album, now we have to have a different data structure for that, whatever. Because essentially it's all the same thing, right? It's literally all the same. Depending on the type, of course. Curator. Yeah, and then here we have an ID. So this is going to be playlist, playlist ID. Should probably do. Does this thing have an ID? Actually, it doesn't have an ID. Probably do playlist ID there. URL. We can do playlist.attributes.url. And then images as well, playlist.attributes.images. So you can see here, it makes this process really, really easy, which is awesome. Images or artwork is what it's called. Yeah, there we go. Also here, you have to, how you transform a string to time. I really love how Go works with time. It's so simple. Let's see. Yeah, I've done a little bit of work with time. We actually checked to see. Yeah, I think you sent this to me earlier. Yeah. We did a little work with time in checking refresh tokens. So yeah, it's there. For sure. Thanks for the share. All right, cool. So now we have a playlist that we've actually just curated here, which is great. And so the other thing I wanted to include, like we were saying, was not the attributes, but also the relationships. The curator that created the playlist, by default, curator includes identifiers only. The songs and music videos included in the playlist. Oh, snap. Okay. Huh. So I wonder. I feel like we'll probably need this one for sure. The data for the track include the relationship. So this could be a song or music video? So we can definitely set this up pretty easily. But it can be either or. Interesting. Okay. So I think what we're going to need to do then, yeah, we should definitely add this. We already have our track data. No problem here. Because I do believe at some point we are going to need that for something. Like I could see us definitely using that for something down the road. So we have attributes here. And then we have type that. And then this is relationships. Do both? Yeah, so it's an array of song or music videos. So I'm not entirely sure how to do that in Golang. We would have to do an interface. I think we just have to set up an interface like object, right? Yeah. So relationships is going to be, it's going to have this thing called, oh, it's going to be a struct, right? And then we're going to do JSON relationships. And then inside of that, we have this thing called tracks. So I'm for sure going to do tracks first. And then we're going to need this thing called a track relationship. Track relationship. So I know for people that might use Golang a lot, you're not supposed to be like very verbose with how you're defining variables and things like that, but it's so hard for me not to. I can't do it. It's so difficult. So I always like, I essentially do a JavaScript sort of approach to it, you know. Apple Music track relationship. Like that's that whole thing, right? And this thing has a data property. And the data property on this is just going to be an array. Oh, I think we're going to have to do this. And then JSON. It just makes it difficult. Definitely makes it difficult to decode this stuff. I guess not really, right? Because if it applies to the thing, then we're good. But we should add a comment here. Defines the data that is part of, defines or the content of a playlist. Data here can be a Apple Music track or Apple Music video. Yeah, right? Apple Music track data. Apple Music track data. Or Apple Music video data for sure. Okay. So yeah, data here can be Apple Music track data or Apple Music video data. And at this point, we should probably define then what a music video is. Oh, man. All this stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and add it. We have tons of types here. I feel like we need to definitely bring this out. Yeah, probably, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm wondering here, I haven't done this yet in any of my modules, but I think I might do it here. I think we might just do types.go. Inside of here, this is going to be part of package get Apple Music Media. Right, that's what this package is called. Crad, thanks for that follow, my friend. Welcome in. Nice to have you. So I've actually never done this. The process behind this is, I thought you had to still define the same package. But so if I remove this, why is it complaining? Could not import cloud. No package or import cloud found. Your launcher is screaming for nothing. Yeah, I think so, right? Like the only way that it knows it's part of this package is by defining that it's part of this package. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much in here that doesn't make sense. We can probably do a reload window. See if that helps a little bit. Yeah, okay. Hopefully. That looks much better. Oh yeah, Dragonfly. So we actually have stopped using Festify because of all the DMCA stuff. So we're using this thing called Pretzel Rocks. Yeah. You cannot call an alias command from an alias command. Whoa. Let's go, Nightbot. Getting it done. Hell yeah. And so with that, we're still part of the package. Oh, I had to import time here. I see. We're still part of the package, but we don't have to define this as external types. They can just be in the middle. A lo-fi track that I released. Oh yeah, sorry, dude. Plug my Spotify. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a thing that doesn't. I've been trying to stay away from it because Twitch was cracking down on people for a while. And I mean, I'm not like a massive streamer, but I've heard that even people that aren't that big have been cracked down on, and I just don't want to deal with it. Hey, Cyber Hacker, what's up? Poggers. Pog it up, my dude. Pog it up. Okay, so now that we have a types folder here, or types file, it actually makes things so much easier. This is beautiful. Much better. So these are literally just all our types. Yes. Awesome. So I feel as though we should now, we should maybe organize these a little better. So response. I wish Golang, unless I don't know if anyone does know, had like a mark in Swift. They have this thing called mark, and you can add like a definition of what that mark is or something like that. Sure, it's the record labels, but the thing is that this has been a thing on Twitch forever, right? Like Twitch has been allowing it to happen, essentially, is what's been going on. So the record labels probably put pressure on Twitch, and they're like, hello, what the hell are you guys doing? All these people are using our music, and you're not cracking down on them to stop using our music. I think that's what it is. So cool. So we're going to do this thing here called responses. And so anything that's Apple Music track response, Apple Music playlist response, and then we're going to do data right here. So like anything with track data, playlist data, and then, yeah, then we'll do another section here. We'll do, we'll call this data types. Yeah, so I think I need to add an issue for this on the GitHub for sure. To actually update all of our functions to utilize this. That would actually be really, really great. But we should use this as a test first, just to make sure it plays nice with Firebase. I don't see why it wouldn't when we put it up in the cloud, but it should be okay. But awesome. Yeah, so this is a much better experience. So we have this thing called responses here, some data, the data types, and then our constants, which is freaking sweet. So the one that we were working on was then the playlist data. We were working on relationships. So that would be Apple Music track relationship, which is this thing. And then we were going to define what a music video data type was, right? Yeah, so we said here, data here can be a Apple Music track, can be Apple Music track data or Apple Music video data. Wait a second. Oh yeah, data types. Okay. So Apple Music playlist data, Apple Music track data, and then we're going to do type Apple Music video data. Technon UK coming in with the tier 1 sub for 4 months? Yeah, yeet. Yo, can we get some salutes and claps in the chat for Technon? Yo, highly appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for that 4-month tier 1 subscription. You're freaking awesome. Saludos, my dude. Nice to have you. Woo, 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 woo. Do I have a sub? It don't look like it, Dragonfleas. You got that crown, but you don't got a sub. Time is flying. Can't believe it was in 4 months already. I can't believe it either. It's insane, and I highly appreciate you being here, my friend. And hanging out for the past 4 months. I hope you've been enjoying. It's nice to have you here. All right, Apple Music video data defines the music video data inside defines music video data. Dragonfleas coming in with the tier 1 for 4 months as well. Yai, Dragonfleas. Thank you very much, man. Always appreciate you. Thanks for being here. It's nice to see you again, dude. Feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, but hope all is well on your end, and thank you for that. Saludos. And welcome into the green brains, man. Green brains. Had to renew. I love it. They grow up so fast. You're right, guy. They do. They grow up way too fast. All right. So our Apple Music video data, again, has the same sort of flow, attributes. Attributes here. And then we're just going to do this as a struct. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what we want there. Hey, Crad, thanks for checking out the task. What do you work with outside of stream? I do. I work with TypeScript, C#, and yeah, TypeScript and C#. Cool. So we're gonna do this thing called music video attributes. Let's check out what this thing consists of. And again, we should probably just bring this over here. Yeah, so we can do this. Oops. This guy here. Much easier to copy it all down. Okay, cool. So we'll do album name. This is a string. This whole stream is just us creating types. I love it. A Microsoft boy through. Yes, guy. What roles do you have? Technon, stop. C# server stuff, or desktop application stuff. Yeah, I do. We're building desktop application stuff. And so I'm a software engineer. That's my current role. All right, the artist name. So this is for the music video, because apparently in a playlist you can also have a mix of songs and music videos, which is actually pretty cool. And we have this album music artwork stuff. Artwork. It's building a new brain. No. My friend works in a vape shop and says people keep bringing up Bill Gates and microchipping. Oh no. He is a guy behind the desk that is like, ha ha ha, JavaScript go burn. Excuse me, what was that? JavaScript go brr. Is that what we're talking about? WPF or UWP? Yeah, so it's a UWP platform. Yeah, UWP. So the app that I work on is the Xbox beta app for PC. If any of you have ever owned Windows OS in the past 2 years, and noticed this thing called Xbox beta, that's the app that I work on. Content rating. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Uncommon meme format. That's all good. You use it? Hey, hell yeah. That's the thing I work on. Nice. Keep using it. Give me the feedbacks. Let me know how you like it. I have so much bugs. Rip. If you do have bugs to report, you should definitely add it to the feedback tool in the app itself, for sure. For real. If you have any bugs, would love to have you submit those. Maybe it's user error. Are you familiar with Laravel framework? If so, do you recommend using it in projects? So I have heard of it, but I actually have never used it. So I don't think I would be a great person to recommend anything for you there, Nicholas. But I think there are a couple people in chat who have probably used it. All right, I'm going to do this thing, duration in milliseconds. This is just going to be an int. Deep, and then we're gonna do JSON duration in millis. I don't like how they did that, so I'm gonna do in ms instead. Editorial notes. Nice. So we already got that. Apple Music editorial notes. Good. I'm glad we're defining all these. Yeah, it's gonna help way down the line. In case we ever want to use it, we don't have to rev our version. Genre names. Ooh. Genre names. Okay. This is going to be a string array. Genre names. Nice. There we go. Gonza. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Welcome. Oxygen. Hello. Welcome in. What about Inferno.js? Is that a thing? What is that? It's not a bug. It's a feature. Always a feature. Yes. Nice. Yeah, tell me more, Dragon, please. Nicholas, you just posted that. Oh, gotcha. I was like, you just said that. Yeah, I was saying I don't have any experience with it, but maybe someone in chat does. Yeah. All right, almost done. ISRC here. ISRD, no, C. Thank you. Save that thing there. Name. There's a lot of properties on this guy. It's also a string. JSON. Name. What else we got? Play params. Again, I'm not going to throw the play param stuff in there because currently and in like probably the near future during our release, I don't plan for us to actually do any sort of in-app playing of these songs or anything like that. I kind of want to wait for the feedback from other people to see how they prefer this sort of flow of, hey, do we want to actually have Groovy be a music player, or are people cool with just deep linking into the app that they use or the streaming service? So yeah, that's kind of my thought on it. All right, release date. Release date is going to be a time.time deal. And it's going to be JSON release date right there. What else we got? Release date. We got track number. I guess that's a thing. The number of the music video in the album's track list. Okay. All right. So one thing that kind of concerns me is that duration in milliseconds actually is a number, and this is an integer. So if this is a number, like, do we have a number property? No, right? It's not a thing. So this would probably be a like int64. I don't know how that maps, but milliseconds is probably pretty long, right? So int64. Oh, number would be float64? Oh, I see. How does that map then? So float64? I knew you were kidding. You gibberish fool, you gibberish fool. Okay, URL is a string. God damn, there's a lot of properties on this thing. But I do like me some data, you know? I do like me some data. Keep giving me the data. Video subtype? The video subtype associated with the content. What does that even mean? Video subtype? Subtype. I guess we gotta find a playlist that has some music videos in it. I'm actually really curious now. Oh, this is string. What did I do wrong with this JSON? Oh, got the colon. Colon. Yes, thank you. I'm just guessing, to be honest. Let's see. What does number equate to in Golang? Okay, they literally do have a number. Oh, but it's a formatter, right? Let's see. I think it's an int64. Let's just double check the differences. Refresh my computer science understandings. Okay, so the unmarshaled JSON into an interface value. Unmarshaled stores one of these in the interface value. Bool for JSON, float64 for JSON numbers. Okay, nice. So I think you were correct. So you have ints and floats, but since they define integer, it must mean a number is a float. Yeah, so they define number. They define number, but they also define integer in their docs. So I'm assuming, I think this probably does make sense. I do think that this integer is actual integer. And it makes sense, right? Milliseconds is going to be a much larger value than probably track number. So yeah, I think we'll stick with that. Has HDR. Nice. Boolean or bool. JSON has HDR. And then has 4K. Bool. All right, we did it. Wow, that took some time. But now we got that thing here, and we should be good to go. So now this thing can either be Apple Music video data, or yeah. So again, Apple Music track relationship, like that. Okay. Milliseconds shouldn't have a floating point. Yeah, that's why I thought it was int64, because I'm like, milliseconds shouldn't have a float, but I think from a couple different sources, it seems like float 64 is the way to go. So we'll see how it goes. At the moment, building an app had so much linter problems, so I decided to remove ESLint, and now all problems is fixed. Dope. Nice one, Priven. Nice. I don't know. That's just, you know. Oh, we'll see. I don't know why. I can't really say. Now I'm kind of curious. Is there a way for us to do optional stuff? Golang. Struct value. How can one specify multiple types for a field? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Draco Neas, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the team. Thanks for being here. Oh, I see. Interesting. So people, yeah, I think we have the right. Yeah. I think we probably have the right approach to what we're doing right now with this thing. So let's just keep it as so. Because again, like we're not going to be using a lot of this data, but I just wanted to put it in there since we're doing it right now. But now we should check to see if playlists actually work. So what we're going to do is finally start up the service locally again. We're going to go back to our, we're going to go back here to our app. We don't have to do any updates on our app. It should just work. All we have to do is find a playlist that we like. So what can I do here? Let's go to here, get started. Sure. We're just gonna do this. This is a test account, so don't really care. Okay, great. Thank you. Playlist. If you like Motorhead. So is this a playlist? I would assume so. Apple Music Metal. Okay, so this does look like a playlist. And yeah, so you can see right here, in the ID it has PL dot some value. That's how you also know that this thing's a playlist. So we're going to copy link. We're going to go over. Essentials are always playlists. Yeah, makes sense. Paste that guy in there. Press add. Calling Apple. There we go. Saxon Essentials. And you can see, holy moly. So this is our entire, I just printed it out. Oh my God. Dude, look at this thing. There's so much stuff in here. Holy cow. Well then. It looks like it's somewhat working. Though, the one thing that I don't like is that we don't really define this thing as a playlist in here. So if we go to our playlist over here, how can I hold all these datas? You can actually see that this is a playlist that we just added. And so, oh, sorry. If we go to add song, this is a song that we just added. So let's go to state, songs. Sure, by ID should be this last one. Saxon Essentials, type playlists. Creator. Oh, we don't have creator for it. So type, we should do playlist instead of playlists. So that's one thing we should fix. But it worked. It worked for the most part. We are having this issue here, which is weird to me. Type, yeah, this is playlist. We should just say this is a playlist. We kept it singular in our app. What's up, Andrew? So no Flutter. No Flutter. Yeah, no Flutter today. React Native, my friend. First try? Yeah. I love it, dude. Love that first try. Yes. Okay, so we have to figure out why this creator thing isn't coming back. Curious if I search through this. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe we should just copy this whole thing, throw it in a JSON file. Probably is a better idea. Jules Dev, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome in. Nice to have ya. I've skimmed the docs a bit. It seems the number is actually int64 specifically instead of int32, which is what an integer refers to, right? Can you point me to the docs? That would be awesome, if you don't mind. I would love to take a look. All right, so we're going to change this thing to JSON. We're going to format this thing, and we're going to see if this ever came back. Come back to me. God, this thing is so large. What the effer? Am I missing a curly? Oh, because we don't have properties. God damn it. Well, shucks. Are you gonna paste a struct in a JSON file? Yeah. So I thought I thought this was gonna work because I saw the curlies, but I realized that there's no properties on it, so that obviously is not going to be a thing. Wonder if there. Can we just do this? Oh, is it Go JSON? Go JSON template? It sort of looks like it works. Kind of. Why doesn't it show me the rest? Oh, here it is. But I would like to. I like to format this. Install formatter. There's no such thing. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. I can't really see what this thing returns at this level. Crapola. Composer name. I mean, I can kind of see it through here. Crusader. So album name is Crusader. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to look through this. Folks, I actually have to take a quick pee. I cannot focus with having to pee. So give me 1 minute. I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. See you very shortly. Thanks. Yo. Sorry about that. All right. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at where the curator is, because I do think we should have it. Because I think it should come up as Apple Music Metal, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. I guess we'll go back to the API and just triple check this real quick for a playlist. Okay, so in attributes, oh, curator name. Did I not do the property correctly? So I have playlist attributes curator. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it could just be that simple. It's Apple playlist, Apple Music playlist data here. And then, yeah, that's why. It's supposed to be curator name. Why did I do it as curator? Interesting. Okay. Not really sure why I did that, but that should do the trick for us. So curator name. And then, so the other thing that I do use, yeah, so the name of that thing, we got the name right, so that's good. And then, yeah, this thing would be like the album, right? And I do believe there was some like relationship or something, right? Playlist relationship curator. Oh, curator data. We actually didn't add in those the track relationships. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think what we might want to do is for a playlist, we just define that thing as a playlist. So name, we can do probably just album as well. We'll just define this thing as a playlist. I think I did that at Spotify as well. G-Man, what's up, my friend? Yo, no worries at all. Yes, they are very close on the keyboard to each other, so I totally get it. No worries. All right, let's try this again. This should work for us. Cool, but you can see that we have that there. I'm gonna actually delete this. The comments it won't let us delete, and probably the name or the actual song, because our permissions aren't set up yet for it. Our Firebase permissions, I've been trying to change them around, so that's the next step as well. So let's look for another essential that we can take a look at here. Metal workouts. What do we got here for Fit Fridays? Man, everything is metal related. Lamb of God, System of a Down, Ghost. Oh, Gojira, nice. Tool, the Ghost. Wow, this is what the hell? This is a really weird mix-up of music. Code Orange, what? Oh my God! All right, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna add this to my library. That's really weird mix-up of music. Like, they're just very different genres of metal, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, nice plays for sure. Yeah. All right, add. Hey, there we go. So metal workout, Apple Music metal playlist. We got it, friends. We got it. So now if I click on this, it should take us over to Apple Music. Take us to the playlist. I don't know why it does that. It only does that with Apple Music, but yeah, here we go. There's the playlist. Easy peasy. Beautiful. A soon to be created bug. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Have you seen the video of Danny Carey playing Numa Tool posted a few weeks ago? No, I haven't. Oh, I gotta check it out. Hell yeah. That'd actually be pretty sick. Okay, so now we have tracks and playlists that are added properly to our playlist in Groovy, which is awesome. So the last one we have are albums, but we should probably commit any changes that we've made currently, and go from there for sure. And then if we go over to our database, let's just verify that this is also correct. Trilogy album playlist. And you can see in our Apple object, we have the ID of the playlist there, some images, it's all the info for the images, and then also the URL for the image and some width. And then at this point, what we're doing is we have the creator, the ID. So this is a generated ID that we're now going to start using to look up the song in general, and then the name of the playlist. So yeah, we have Spotify, YouTube here as well. You'll see the type is a playlist for us to look at. And yeah, so essentially what happens is if I add this song via Apple Music, we create this, we find this song and either add it to the current song in our database, or we create a brand new document of this playlist or song or whatever. And then we will go off and search for this item within Apple Music or the other platforms such as Spotify and YouTube. So I guess technically we don't really even need to search for anything, because at that point I think the song should just be there, right? Link to the vid in the Discord. Awesome. Thanks, Oxygen. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we are about to commit as well. Just so we can get that in there. Get that going there. Oh, control. That took a minute. Get status. All right, cool. So you'll see that we have this new file called Get Apple Music Media. We have a .deployment file we haven't set up yet, a .version. Let's get this thing going. This is v1-o beta.1, and this is initializing function. And then our deployment is going to be very similar to any other deployment. It's just going to be a triggered function that's triggered through HTTP. And so we're going to add that in here. But this thing is going to be called Get Apple Music Media. That's going to be the function endpoint that we're going to call. And then this thing literally just calls, just to verify that's correct, Get Apple Music Media. Calls this method. And that's it. So now we have our deployment. We also have our version, our Go mod here. Yep, we have our helpers here along these lines, which is great. And then our types.go as well here. The amazing Batman 333, welcome. Hey Marcel, did you finish your React Native application? No, we're still working on it. That's what we're working on today. We're just doing a lot of the Golang side of it. And so we won't see too much React Native, though we probably have to go and do stuff on it as well. Yeah. So that is that. Okay, cool. So let's just go through all these changes. So all this other stuff is just the adding to the Go mod file to replace our local stuff here. Yeah, pretty much what we want to look at is any of these. So create Apple Dev Token, create provider. We want to look at this guy for sure. Yeah, get Spotify Media. Social platform, I don't think we did anything on. Spotify auth, no. Update Algola, username available. Main.go. Want to look at main.go as well. We want to look at firebase.go. Social.go. Scripts. And then these guys for sure. Awesome. I know I've missed a lot of streams. Did you ever get the Apple login stuff ironed out? I remember that was a pain. Yes, we did. So now, well, I don't know if you just saw, but we have all the songs in here are from Apple Music, which is awesome. So these were all brought to by Apple Music, part of an Apple Music account, all that fun stuff, which is great. So it was a pain. I actually, there's a lot of issues with the Apple Music user token, and very fun fact for anyone that ever uses Apple Music user tokens for the Apple Music API, Apple Music user tokens, according to Apple, they will never tell us when the token actually expires. But a user can revoke their token. So you should be prepared for a user revoking their token, but you'll never know when it's actually expired. Just as an FYI from Apple support themselves. So kind of sucks. Nothing we can do about it. Hey, nice, Marcelo. Hope it goes well for you, dude. Hope it goes well for you. Okay. Yes, let's just make sure that everything that we have here is good to go. Okay, so get Spotify track. We added this media helper thing. I don't think we're actually done with a lot of this stuff. So I don't think I'm actually going to commit anything in here yet, because I want to make sure we follow up with our changes. There are a couple things that we've edited in here that I'm not ready to commit yet. So we're actually going to close that. Main.go, though, we've added our get Apple Music Media. And we've also, we've added that endpoint there as well for local testing, as we saw that works. They don't expire unless the user revokes them. Not what I would consider doing from a security standpoint. But that's true, but that's not the case as well. Because there is from the support team, there is a lifetime of this token. But it's not something developers can know. It's like, it's not information developers know, like normal auth practices, right? Which blows my mind. But the Apple support team is like, if you want to submit a feature request, you should submit it. And I'm like, wait, feature request? You mean how the thing should work from the very beginning? It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. That was the first time I felt very betrayed by Apple. I was like, oh my God, dude, this is dumb. It makes things a lot more difficult for people, for developers, for sure. But the thing is, they know that people are going to use their platform, right? So they're probably not too concerned about it, unless there's like a huge complaint from tons of different people. But yeah. Anyways, I digress. Let's go ahead, take a look at the changes here. So that looks good. Firestore Media, yeah, we changed a bunch of stuff in here. Essentially, we did some omissions if it's not there. Creator, all that stuff. I believe I changed this, yeah. So that is not a thing anymore, which is sweet. And then we added helper functions here for Firebase. So get Apple Developer Token. This is now used in multiple spots. So we've put this as a helper function into our project. Yeah, so pretty easy there, which is great. Awesome. So that looks good to me. Social.go. Yeah, we just added a new authorize with Spotify response. Yeah. Cool. And then get media requests. This is actually going to be the same for any of our providers that we end up using. This is what we actually return from the client. And then storefronts omit is empty. This is only an Apple Music property, so remove it if it's not passed in. And I actually want to throw this comment right there. This will be good. The idiomatic brute force approach is still, though, that brings you less pain. Use a token unless you get a 401 or 403. So that's, well, yes. You're 100% correct, and that's what I was going to do. The problem is there is no refresh API for the token. That's the biggest issue. So the only way to get a brand new token is to take the user through a UI flow again, where you pop up this idea of, hey, sign in again, go through the UI, blah, 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 generate your token, and you're done. So that would be fine if they gave us a way to refresh the token programmatically, but you can't. There's no way. So that, believe me, there was this person on Stack Overflow. I messaged him, let me tell you the whole story. I don't think I've told you the whole story. Someone on Stack Overflow posted something about this. I commented on it. We had a bit of a conversation on Stack Overflow. He found me on Discord and direct messaged me, and he says, it looks like we're the only ones working on this, so let's try to figure this out. I'm like, okay. So I had been talking to him in Discord for like a week. He messaged Apple support, and this is all the information that they gave us. So yes, that is the big deal. We don't know when a Apple user token will expire. There's no APIs to actually refresh a token once it expires. And users are allowed to revoke their Apple Music user tokens. Those are the big three right there. What's up, Creative? They're already reputed enough for people to say, well, since Apple does it, then it's the right way to do it. Yep. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love Apple. I think they're a great company. They make great stuff, but this is, and I've never had any issues with developer experiences. Like I've feel fine about a lot of the stuff that they do, but this one like is unforgivable in my book. Like it makes no sense to me how this thing is supposed to be used. Like Spotify API is 10-fold better than this. Yeah, exactly, G-Man. That's right. Yeah. In my opinion, like Apple Music definitely is a big market. There's a lot of people on it, but depending on your use case, like it could be an issue, which is very frustrating. For us, it's okay. We can pop another UI. It's not the best flow, but if we really need to, we can say, okay, go back through the Apple Music auth token flow and go from there, right? So this is one of the main reasons we went with Auth for authentication. There are just too many rules between providers to get something wrong. Yeah, for sure, Bretsky, 100%. Economy is huge. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. Yeah, it's true. Like it's true. So forewarning for anyone who has who's interested in trying to do Apple Music stuff. Apple authentication is a completely separate system from Apple Music. And Apple authentication has been a breeze for us. It's just the Apple Music portion that has been an issue. Yep. So good times, man. Good times. It was a great learning experience. It's just frustrating, you know? Okay, we added our media helpers replace here. So we should probably go to this media helpers folder. Dot version, we need to add this thing as well. So v1.o o.o dash beta.1 initializing package. Easy peasy. This one does not have a this one does not have a deployment because we don't deploy this. This is just going to sit in our GitHub. Go mod. Yep, looks good. And then media helpers.go. So this is another kind of helpers file that we've used. So we have things like get media from Firestore. This actually will call depending on the platform. And this will actually pull back the proper check, right? So depending on the provider, we actually will look for a certain song based on the Apple ID or the Spotify ID, which is great. Am I using this anywhere? I think I am. I remember I built it, but I don't remember actually using it. Okay, yeah. So check to see if media is already part of the collection. If so, just return that. Yeah. Nice. I know Apple Authenticator is perfectly fine. I've used it on some web project. That's a bummer that their music auth is separate and not ideal. Yeah. Yep. But I've been through this pain and process, so I hope this is helpful for anyone else who's interested in trying to go down this path. To not feel like you're crazy. That's just how Apple's auth works. So. All right, and we want to look at Get Apple Music Media. So Get Apple Music Media, I think this is pretty straightforward so far. I do believe that I'm going to end up wanting to throw these helper functions into also another Go file. I think I'm trying to restructure the way that we have all these because like this is insane. This is 275 lines of code. Like when I look at the Get Apple Music Media.go file, I want to see the main logic and then everything else can be outside into another file, right? So yeah, once we finalize the album one, we'll go ahead and do that. But cool, yeah, this stuff looks good. Let's go ahead and add this to GitHub and get this going. So we did that, and then main.go is another one, and then go mod is another one, and then firebase.go. It's another one we're going to add. Oh, nope. Okay. So firebase.go, and then social.go as well. And then scripts as well. And I think that should be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that real quick and then check our status and see if we missed anything. All right, so Get Apple Music deployment version, go mod types.go, and then go mod main.go, Firebase go, media helpers version, go mod, media helpers.go, social, and go run. Apple auth we don't need. Go mod. Oh, Apple auth.go. Get diff. Oh, I think I know what I changed here. Yeah, we removed the developer token stuff and we replaced it. That is correcto. Yeesh. Yeesh. Cool. So we also want to add that for sure. Oops. What the heckle? What the? Okay. Go mod. Mod. Get Spotify Media. We're saving that. Everything else looks good. Nice. Look at all these beautiful changes. Hey, CarCube. Welcome back, my friend. How you doing, mate? Doing good. Just committing some Golang fanciness. So adding, how are you doing? Adding Get Apple Music Media function and cleaning up function and adding, we also added the media helpers package and cleaning up other functions. Yeah, a lot of work is in this one. Yeah. Push that stream up, baby. Woo! I recently just starting programming with Python. It's so much fun. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats. Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's fun for you. Python's a great language to work with. Sure thing, CarCube. Yeah. Hope you're staying safe out there in this crazy world. All right. So we're going to keep that there. That looks good to know. Next step. Let's go ahead and go over here. So we finished up the Get Playlist API call for Apple Music. Next one is Get Album. So the album is the last call that we need here, which is going to be sick. Gonna be sick. I do have a hard stop actually at 8 in 15 minutes. So I do think maybe this will be the time for us to stop before we get too invested. Because I have an early morning meeting today, unfortunately. All right, what we did today. Today we finished the playlist API. Call for Apple Music. Added a bunch of new Apple Music types. Sweet. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. What we will do next time. Finish up pretty much this guy. Yep. And then we're also not only just finish up the Get Album API for Apple Music, we're going to want to start probably Firebase rules. So finalize Firebase rules for songs comments, probably. And then we're going to want to start planning the fetching of other services when adding a new song. Yeah, that's going to be a big one for sure. Heck yeah, dude. Desta, shit, man. I just dropped my phone out the balcony to the street level 3 floors. Oh my God. Yo. Yikes. I would say I hope it's not broken, but I do think that it probably is. So I hope everything's okay though. Sorry to see that. Yeah, hey creative, sorry. Yeah, I gotta head out for a meeting, but what's up, Pocket? And yeah, he abandons us. Life goes on, I suppose. Feels good, man. Yeah, feels good, Carcube. Folks, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here today. If you're new to the stream and you liked what you saw, would love to have you back. I'm here Monday, Thursday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday doing development streams. Saturday we do a gaming stream. Currently we're going through the Half-Life series, Black Mesa. This Saturday would be the fourth day of playing it, so it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're also starting a new Saturday stand-up podcast that's going to be starting August 15th. So love to have you there. Drop a follow on the channel. Love to have you back. And to get a lot of information on anything that's going, join our Discord as well. I post all updates, all information there. Get on in, showcase your projects, get help in programming, whatever you need. John Reyna to Dev, thanks for the follow. No one expects him to be good at games. Yeah, you have a great day too, G-Man. Jules, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thanks for the kind words. Carcube, yeah, see you next time for sure. Yeah, yo, Dessa, so sorry about that. I love the thumbs up. My phone's fucked. John Reyna, yes, thanks for that follow, my friend. Yeah, Oxygen, have a good one as well. Take care. Yes, folks, but don't forget, at the end of every stream, we always love throwing a nice little raid. So let's see who is on in the programming community today. Go show them some love. Oh, I know who we can raid. Our friend White Panther. I will join your Discord. Join on in. Yes, please. Koza's oofed. Yeah. Our friend White Panther. She is new to the programming community, or program community, but also the live coders team. So another live coder fun, and she's just an awesome person all around. Always fun to see her. So folks. Oh no, that's the wrong person. Don't forget to grab that raid message. Not gonna raid another random channel. Can I spell correctly? Why do I have a... You should stop doing that. Yeah, I know. Hey, that was only one time, all right? Come on. P4. There we go. Yes, grab that raid message. Thanks, Pocket. Appreciate you being here. She's working on Svelte, JS, and some TypeScript apparently. Oh yeah, she's been working on this website that she's been building. It's super cool. It's like a landing page. Yes. Let's show some love. Yeah, see you later, Carcube. Schmelt? No, Svelte. Svelte. Davey Dev, thanks for that follow. Welcome in. Yeah. Appreciate that. All right, folks. Enjoy the raid. Thanks for being here. Let's show White Panther some love. Peace and love, friends. Catch you next time. Yes, have a good weekend. See you all tomorrow for the game stream. Peace.